For 32 years in a row, it's been all about the grandest stage of them all, and we just happen to be only days away from that stage, a.k.a. the ultimate thrill ride, which means it's time for the Go Home Monday Night Raw after show for WrestleMania right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I'm on the drums, guys.
You always gotta bring it back.
I'm on the drums.
Where's Linda to take a stunner?
Hit the strobe lights, Donica.
There we
go.
More proof if you're not watching the YouTube stream, you're missing out.
Right?
I'm hitting the drums so hard.
Yeah, they've got rhythm. They've got rhythm, y'all.
You got it.
Oh yeah, I forgot Duggan's in this.
Duggan, the hacksaw. There we go.
It's weird. This song originally involved stuff about the Survivor Series because me and Gene goes, "Who will survive?"
Right.
And then all of a sudden they're talking about WrestleMania.
Oh, and there's Tatanka.
Tatanka's in the song
There
too.
we go. Tatanka Buffalo.
The Big Boss Man. I listen to this all the time,
Absolutely.
especially this time of year. Welcome everybody. This is the Raw After Show on AfterBuzz TV. We're only 6 days away from the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 33, emanating from Orlando, Florida, but we come to you from Los Angeles, California. Let's get into it. Jonny Loquasto here at JQuasto on the social medias. The man on the ones and twos.
Woo.
Find him on Twitter at Mark B. Donica. He happens to be Mark B. Donica.
That's me.
That's up. What's up, buddy?
What are the odds of that Twitter?
I know.
No, I actually got the Twitter first and then chose my name. That's how it works.
That's how you do
That's
it.
how it always has to
You
work.
went nameless for a long time in your life.
That's how I do.
That's right. The man right there, you can see him every single week along with myself on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He is the first progenitor of hyper-optimism. Find him on Twitter at Ty Matthews PMA. He is one half of the United Wrestling Tag Team Champions. He's Ty Matthews.
That's kind of true. That's sort of true.
You have to compete, dude.
Eric Watts, here's how I describe it.
Okay.
Eric Watts is officially recognized as the holder of both United Wrestling Network tag team titles, but due to the request of United Wrestling Network management, I am being forced to defend those titles along with him.
Right, so therefore you are one half of the tag team.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. No.
But he can't defend the titles without you being there.
He has before.
I know.
Yes.
But legally, rule-wise, you have to be there from now on.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm part of the tag team champions.
Okay, Eric Watts is still the
You're
tag team
you're
champion.
really pushing it. He's telling you.
It's
that-
my job. I'm the
that just
commentator.
means-
I gotta call the truth.
All that means is that I have to be his partner. That's all that means.
Fair enough.
He can have any partner.
Well,
he
speaking
would
of
still be
partners,
the tag team titles.
Ours is sitting right next to you in a sweet jacket, leopard print underneath, nice medallion that probably has magical powers. You can see her on Screen Junkies. You can see her on Marvel Movie News. Find her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty. She's Markeia McCarty.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. I just wanted to have the two of you going on for a little bit longer.
Oh, you should. That's why you should be there at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Oh,
right.
I think everybody should.
Oh, we had a
that.
great taping yesterday.
Yeah.
Another great one.
You know, I'm gonna have to go since Ty's gone to a number of my shows and Johnny's gone to none. I'll go to
There you
some
go.
of yours.
There you go.
I would go to shows if I could.
We're not only on the road to WrestleMania, we're on the road to Coastline Clash, y'all.
That's right. Coastline Clash coming up, one of our biggest events of the year. But speaking of big events, WrestleMania is this Sunday. This was the Go Home Raw. So let's get right into it. We start off. Bayley hits the ring. And yeah, she's excited. It's her first WrestleMania. She's the champion. She's going to win. It's going to be all the dreams coming true. Oh no, Charlotte comes down. She's the queen. Calls her a paper champion. Says Sasha's a bad friend. Really throwing Sasha under the proverbial bus. Sasha's sick of it. She hits the ring. Charlotte, you're full of it. But Nia Jax is like, oh no, I'm full of beatdowns for all three of y'all this Sunday at WrestleMania. And next thing you know, a Donnybrook just breaks out, which leads right into...
Donnybrook.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's one of my favorite words. A melee, a skirmish.
A Pier
Yeah,
6,
yeah.
Pier 6 brawl.
A Pier 6 brawl.
A beatdown.
A beatdown. Which leads right into Sasha and Bayley taking on Charlotte and Nia Jax in a tag team match.
You know it's the Mac Militant coming to get it on.
Oh yeah.
That was a satisfying one.
Oh, we're gonna see that dance Friday night.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Being inducted by the APA. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's gonna be
Damn.
something else.
I know. I think I'm gonna go to the Hall of Fame now too.
You should.
Pretty sure we got the tickets, and I think I gotta go. Plus to see Jim Cornette on a live mic.
Oh my God, right? Who knows?
I mean, I don't think he would make it about himself, but he
no.
is James E. Cornette.
But you never know what he might say.
No, he might go on forever. which would be
Do you
incredible.
remember when, like, kind of the first time that they really acknowledged shooting and, like, shoot interviews on Raw, and they would just let him shoot on whatever back in, like, 97?
Yeah.
And it was just him just, like, talking shit about the NWO.
Oh my God. He's just he's out of his mind.
It's pretty awesome.
And it's pretty fun to
Love
watch.
corny.
So we have this tag match, obviously leading up to the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. Long story short, Charlotte gets sent right into Nia Jax, knocks her off the apron, Bayley to belly for the win, and then Nia Jax completely decimates all three of them and stands tall, holding that title.
Yeah.
What do we think about this match on Sunday?
I have no idea.
I know, me neither.
Yeah, right? Right? And shouldn't we like really know by now?
No,
you know what I
not
think?
at all.
I'm glad
I
we
think
don't.
I think
I'm
what
glad
I
we
want
don't.
them to do is just throw some ladders in there with it. I just want some ladders. I want some ladders to happen along with
Sure.
the Fatal 4-Way.
Sure.
I just want that because I want to see Nia Jax like on a ladder, kind of flip down one, and then smack Charlotte in the back with it.
Yeah?
In one.
I mean,
one
it's
smooth thing. I think she can do it.
That's the thing about this match that I think is really intriguing. It would not shock me if any one of these four won. And in a Fatal 4, that's very rare
Absolutely.
to see. Because Bayley's the champ. If she retains, I get it. If Sasha wins by turning heel, I get it. If Nia Jax continues to dominate all of them and becomes the new force, I get it. And then, of course, if Charlotte becomes 93-1
Right.
on pay-per-views, I get it.
Sure. Yeah, it could really go in any direction. I think if Sasha wins, I think they'll keep it genuine for a while. They'll give her that Mania moment. Then it'll be a few weeks before we see a full-fledged turn.
I'd like the heel turn now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I really would.
Because with Sasha, she's been injured and hasn't really had a long road back to a title match. But then again, does she have to do that? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of want to see her and Jax going at it. Bayley somehow, saves her in some way, and then her flipping that onto Bayley to get, the championship belt, and then that helps with the heel turn.
And then
Sure.
did anybody hear the news that they announced before the show tonight?
No, sir.
It is now an elimination Fatal 4-Way match.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It
There we
was
go.
announced before the show, since there's no pre-show anymore. It was just on WWE.com.
Well, that
right.
means we'll
Okay.
definitely get a rematch on Monday
Yeah.
Night Raw after WrestleMania
Oh,
for
yes.
something.
That's
Yes.
true.
It's the elimination match. I find that really, because there's more storylines that can kind of develop from a Fatal 4-Way. Because someone say, "Oh, I didn't get pinned." No, I didn't get pinned. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Sure.
So that must mean there's a direct plan for what's going on,
Who knows?
which
I
is pretty
guess.
cool.
I think the fact that it's elimination doesn't necessarily preclude shenanigans.
Sure, there's going to be plenty of those.
That's
Do you
true.
think either one of the women's matches is going to lead off WrestleMania?
I was thinking actually Aries and Neville might lead
So
off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't get me started.
Yeah, but
I
that's
will go off
pre-show.
on
Yeah.
that match being on the pre-show. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, I don't think it'll be on the pre-show. I think it'll be the first match of the main
No,
card.
it was
No,
announced
it's-
to be
Oh,
on the
did it?
pre-show.
it's
Yeah.
pre-show.
Yeah. So far, they announced the Battle Royal
Well-
and Aries and Neville on the pre-show. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's just downright ridiculous
Yep.
that show is on the pre-show. That
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Well, man.
Something has to be on the pre-show, and they have a lot of strong matches.
it better be the last match on the pre-show. That's all I'm saying.
I think there were plenty of other matches that could have gone on the pre-show.
Totally agree. And who
Yeah.
knows? There might be one more made on. There's going to be at least a SmackDown match on the pre-show, which hasn't been announced.
Sure.
Or so I'll probably find that out tomorrow night. But yeah, that's the good thing about this Fatal 4-Way. No one knows what's going to happen exactly, and maybe we'll get someone new on the Raw Women's roster relatively soon.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Right.
Who knows? Because Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox are like the only other two.
Right.
So, Sami Zayn talking backstage with Charlie Caruso saying, "I want to enter the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I'm going to make Mick Foley proud." Stephanie steps in and says, "Oh, no. You got to compete tonight to earn your spot. No DQ match versus Kevin Owens. And oh, by the way, if you lose, you can go fill out the unemployment papers with Mick Foley."
I love when people say you can't just declare yourself part of matches
Nope.
when that's literally almost how every single match happens.
Yeah, very much so.
I love it.
And I enjoyed, raising of the stakes. I always love the term "you're fired" when it comes from McMahon's mouth.
Yep,
So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, Sami Zayn tonight versus Kevin Owens. Austin Aries defeats Noam Dar, and I love this. He not only hits the discus 5-arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then makes him tap at the last chancery. Dug that match, and he's ready for Mania.
I'm so excited for this match for so many different reasons,
Yes.
but there's such interesting parallels of each other. They've both got these top rope finishers. They've both got also submission finishers that they can utilize. Like they've got.
And as far as the top rope finishers, neither one is breaking either one of them out lately.
Right, exactly.
Especially Aries. He rarely does the 450, but
Right.
he, that's just his psychological, advantage point. Like he realizes you can't do all the great stuff all the time because that it doesn't make it special. So he knows exactly when to pick and choose that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see a brain buster. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I wish.
Probably right.
Yeah, I like that they had Neville on commentary. Also, I really enjoy the fact of your future opponent sitting there watching like a hawk while you have to do just enough to beat that opponent, but not too much to tip your game.
And Neville was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, King of the Cruiserweights Neville is the ultimate final form at this point.
Yeah.
Like he's so much better at this point than he's ever been.
Oh, there's no question.
Cruiserweight champion.
So good. So good.
I mean, yeah, he chastised the announcers for not calling him that when he first sat down.
And the
true.
fact that he's withholding the red arrow because people don't deserve to see it
Brilliant.
is so
There you go.
brilliant.
Make people tap instead. I just love. It just makes perfect sense for what he's doing, which is really great. So, yeah, that's not the last we're going to see either one of them tonight, though, which is a good thing. Next up, we have the unsanctioned contract signing.
Right.
Seth Rollins and Triple H. And they both had some really good barbs.
Yeah, it
Toss it
was
back
just a
and forth.
verbal fist fight.
Well, then it became kind of a fist fight.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
That's what that's one of the things that I think I was complaining about a couple weeks ago I think it was on display tonight, is that Triple H at this point is so good on the mic and he makes such good points that it's
Yes.
like, how am I supposed to hate this guy? Like, he's saying all the coolest stuff.
It's like, I totally see your side of it,
Exactly,
dude.
that's exactly
I totally
right.
see what you mean.
He's making such good
Seth
points.
Rollins sucks now.
And he's just straight up just shutting Seth Rollins' ass down.
Yeah.
Like, wait, this is the guy I'm supposed to boo?
I mean, there's one thing that I do agree with Triple H. When he's talking about, why is everyone successful supposed to be evil? But the one line when he goes, "Who has time to sleep?" I'm like, I don't. I agree.
That promo, and that line especially, I'm like, this is straight up Al Pacino, Devil's Advocate shit right here. That's
I
what
like
he.
that.
That's what I felt like he was channeling.
Coffee is for
I
closers.
like that.
That's the wrong movie. I know.
Was that Glengarry Glen Ross?
Yeah, I think it was.
I-
Yeah,
a
cookies
different
are for
actor.
closers.
I like it.
No, no
Oh,
one.
God,
No one.
I saw that.
I'll take
Cookies
it.
are for closers.
I'll take a cookie.
That's the gigantic advertisement for the Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
Oh, I like that. I just kind of broke Johnny right
Yep,
there.
yep. Moving on.
So yes, he says, "Who has time to sleep? I'd rather eat well than sleep well. Being successful, that's the ultimate game." Seth Rollins says, "You know what? I used to like myself before I met you. I gave up everything, every friendship, every relationship, and I got nothing out of it. This Sunday is not about beating you. It's about redemption." Signs the contract. Triple H kicks the table into his leg, starts beating him up even worse. Then they almost both pedigree each other, which I haven't even thought about that over the last couple of weeks. It is pedigree versus pedigree, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't become more of an issue.
What do you
What?
mean?
What do you
Well,
mean?
because Rollins adopted the pedigree from Triple H. You would think
Okay.
Triple H would have brought that up at some point.
Right, that would be more of a focal point of the story.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure. Yeah.
No, but I like the tack that they're taking with it. And then like saying, just like how we were with like Triple H, be like, oh yeah, I totally understand. And then Seth talks and it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Triple H sucks.
And that's the thing. Yeah, I love this added element to kind of the Seth Rollins arc. The fact
Yes.
that this new, because it's such a tricky line to toe.
God, him saying that he, had to betray his friends,
Right.
gave up his family, and I did it all for you, and look what I have.
Yep.
I have a piece of coal in my hand,
Right.
Instead of what the title that should be there. It's like, this is what his third WrestleMania, was it?
What,
Didn't he say
just
something
like-
about the third?
No, this would have been.
This would have been his third.
Well, he won the title 2 WrestleManias ago. The year before
Then he
that,
missed.
the Shield just dominated that 6-man tag. It was like
With the
Kane
New Age
and-
Outlaws?
and the New Age Outlaws.
Right.
So yeah,
That
this
was-
is his third
That
WrestleMania.
was Big Show, Sheamus, and Randy Orton.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
It's been more than I think we realized.
Wait,
Yes.
the Shield destroyed someone in a WrestleMania though.
Yeah, it was those three people.
But they also did it to New Age Outlaws, I think, the year after.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Didn't they?
Wait,
No,
I know.
I think that was.
I know
didn't
for a
they
fact-
come in?
Chat, help us
No,
out.
I know
Wasn't
for-
that 31?
No, I know for a fact WrestleMania New Orleans, Kane and
No,
the
New World
Outlaws got
Order.
destroyed by the Shield. So you're right, Mark. It was probably WrestleMania 31.
Okay.
The Shield beat someone else.
No, because 31
Oh, wait,
was...
Rollins
No, 31
won in
was
31.
in. Yeah.
What the
yeah,
heck?
that was 31. Because it's
I
33.
remember specifically seeing Kane and the Outlaws get
is
decimated
that?
at WrestleMania 30.
I remember that too.
And I think it had to be the Shield.
Okay, New Age
knows what it would've
Outlaws
been.
and Kane at 30. Thanks, AJ.
Yeah, New Age Outlaws and Kane at WrestleMania 30. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
correct.
Yeah, okay, I got the matches mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
There we go.
technically Rollins' third WrestleMania then, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go.
But I totally felt him when he was like,
Wait, no,
this
it's his
is
fourth.
Wait, what?
What?
This will be his fourth because he did 29 was Big Show, Orton and Randy Orton.
That was their first one.
That was their first one.
'Cause that was-
30
Okay.
was Kane and New Age Outlaws.
Yes.
31 was titled. This is his fourth.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Yes,
All
yes,
right, so
yes.
he's not counting the one he missed.
Well, no.
No,
can't.
I can't count it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
All right.
So I don't know. I
but
think
yeah.
this segment, it definitely, I mean, I was already into the match, but
Sure.
this one helped that much more.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited for it for sure.
That and seeing that bent crutch, oh, that helps.
Right.
I can
I
tell you,
like that.
those crutches are not easy to.
That's the
I'm
thing,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure you could tell us.
Yeah, look, I've broken them over many a person, and they don't break easy.
No, not a lot of give.
I can tell you that.
I know. I like that. It just calls to my childhood when a cartoon character would hit another one with a metal shape, and then it'd be the shape of their body. Like
best.
yeah.
Exactly.
So the aforementioned battle royal in honor of Andre the Giant. So Big Show, he tosses Jinder. I don't even know what match this was. He
Well,
tosses.
it's an over-the-top rope challenge that they're
Sure.
doing sort of like gauntlet style.
Yeah. So Jinder goes over, Shining Stars go over the top, and then everyone else jumps in. R-Truth, Goldust, Curtis Axel. Who else? More people.
Other people.
They all go in there. They toss out Big Show. He comes back in. He cleans house. But then a certain individual hits that ramp.
Wait, who do they toss out?
They toss out.
The Big Show.
And?
The Big Show.
Okay.
Gotta give both of them.
And then another man hits the ramp.
Jesus.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
It's no.
There's a man named Braun Strowman who hits the ramp.
The Sausage King of
I
Chicago.
was lifting the headphones off for a second.
There we go.
So Braun Strowman says, I will go down there and destroy you right now, but I don't want to do what everyone else wants me to do. I'll choose this Sunday. So he's obviously in the Battle Royal. So all Braun's
Yeah.
going to break loose.
Man, oh God, I loved how Big Show was like, "Get your ass over! Come on, son! Come on! Get in here!"
Well, he could be his dad.
Get some of these
And
abs.
I know. Oh, he could. And
Big Show
everybody was
abs.
just like, "Just get in there! Get in there!" He's like, "No,
Nope.
not yet."
True that.
Man.
So Battle Royal, I mean, I don't think we have everyone that's obviously everyone that jumped in that match tonight. They're probably in it. Combining that with SmackDown, I do think it's kind of cool that we're gonna have both brands competing in that Battle Royal.
I didn't even think about
I
that.
do dig that.
Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
There we
is
go.
that is a fact.
There we go.
We got some big people. I mean, you got to believe Luke Harper's gonna jump in there too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has to do something.
Right.
He has to. There has to be something that happens between him and Strowman. I mean, there has to be
Yeah.
some moment.
I could see that.
Yeah.
We need that moment.
Maybe we'll see an Eric Rowan return.
Ooh.
We did. They did start showing some little vignettes of him the last couple of weeks.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty cool too. And I mean, Luke Harper. I really hope 2017/18 is the year of Luke Harper because I was disappointed to see him not get a match at WrestleMania.
At the
Right.
beginning of every year, I hope it's Luke Harper's year.
But I
know,
think
he's
this
so
is
good.
it. He was white hot a couple of weeks ago. I really think this upcoming year could be that year.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Fingers crossed on that. So Gallows and Anderson, real simple. They say they're the champs, and you can't teach that.
They say it a bunch more times.
They
though.
did. Yeah, they said it a whole lot.
God damn it, Mike.
Ty Matthews' favorite song.
I hate it so much.
He claims it's the buttest of rock.
I love Gallows and Anderson, but man, do I hate this music.
I don't think it's that
Oh, there it
bad.
goes.
It's really bad. It's definitely that bad.
I've already admitted it's on my playlist when I work out.
know you have.
Oh, I'm okay with it.
Awful.
I know. I guess I
Worst.
grew up with too much Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I'm like,
Oh, don't get me
alright,
wrong. I
whatevs.
love me some Guitar Hero, some Rock Band. Hate butt rock.
Okay.
That would have been like one of the free songs that you would have gotten, so you appreciate
Sure.
it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Could see it as DLC.
Oh, speaking of music, guess who else is going to be at WrestleMania?
Oh, who dat?
Pitbull, y'all.
You mean Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah, along with, well, Stephen Marley, I love him. I mean, he's anything reggae, I'm on board.
Sure.
But Stephen Marley's a fantastic musician. Matter of fact, could we just get Stephen Marley and not the other three? That'd be amazing. I'd love this. If Stephen Marley could just play some reggae, I'm good. Instead, we're getting Flo Rida.
I love me some Flo Rida.
This is his 19th WrestleMania, as a matter of fact, for Flo Rida.
So it's kind of like there you go.
And a guy named, I actually like this song.
Lunch Money Lewis.
It's a good
I don't know who
song.
Lunch Money Lewis is,
I don't either.
but he's getting that change, I guess.
The song brings back so many good memories of Dallas last year.
So
sure.
so you're saying like Flo Rida's 19-0 when it comes to WrestleMania?
He's the new streak.
He's 0-1 in battle raps to Dallas, Bo Dallas, that's for sure.
I was gonna
That's
say
true.
the
That
song
is true.
Against Bo.
There
Bo
you
Rida,
go.
Bo Dallas owned him.
Bo ate him up.
Oof.
Owned him.
He pushed Heath Slater.
So yeah, so Flo Rida, Stephen Marley, Lunch Money Lewis, and Pitbull all doing some stuff together at WrestleMania. So there you go.
Mr. Worldwide.
Hey,
Don't ever say that again, please.
because they don't have Shaq anymore, right?
Nope.
So
So bummed.
you've got this to look forward to
Man.
instead.
Why would you compare Pitbull to Shaq? I want to see Shaq.
Oh, okay. No, I meant for like Flo Rida and the three of them together. Oh wait, you wanted that match?
I didn't want that match. I just like seeing
Okay.
Shaq.
That match
Oh.
could have been something.
I would have liked to see Big Show team up with Shaq, not face each other personally.
Right.
Oh, okay. I would have seen that.
Yeah,
The two of them together.
Lawrence Taylor did better than anyone expected at WrestleMania.
he did. Shouldn't have been a
saying.
main event though.
That flying forearm.
Yeah. So Roman Reigns, he's not afraid of anyone. He's not afraid of the Undertaker, and he's going to the ring to show that right now.
There was a interesting response.
Well,
From
at
Philly.
this point, I think this response is actually for once what they were going for.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
and
that
it was
they've-
strong. It was
Right.
a strong response.
Now that they've embraced it, now that Roman's saying like, and it's not just the John Cena like, look, you paid for your ticket, you can boo, you can cheer, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Now
Right.
it's like, look, I literally do not care because I'm just gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
And if he just embraces that,
I
I
liked
mean-
it. I liked that he was like, and yeah, main evented the last 2 times. And
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
and they exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to that ring segment for sure. But yeah, he did really own that whole I don't care, Philadelphia. You boo me out of the building. Keep booing.
right?
Yeah.
But we will get to that. Next up, a very, very clean shaven Cesaro.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Which brings me to Harry's Razors.
That's good.
That's a great segue.
That's
That's
really
gorgeous.
good.
So here's the thing.
gorgeous.
That's really good.
That is very
The best part about shaving with Harry's, I've actually used Harry's razors for a while. Now, granted, I'm not much of a man. I don't need a lot of action here, but these razors, you don't even need shaving lotion. That's how smooth the shave is. It's
damn.
Okay.
incredible stuff. Couldn't recommend them more. So Harry's was started by 2 dudes, Jeff and Andy, buddies of mine, maybe not. They were fed up with being overcharged for razors. So, like, we're going to start our own razor company. They bought a factory with 100 years of blade making experience. So now they have a whole bunch of different razors, right? They got 5 German engineered blades. Germans know how to do things. They're
Yeah.
great. Lubricating strip, that makes it nice and smooth. The flex hinge for a comfortable glide. A trimmer blade for the hard to reach places, and a weighted ergonomic handle. All this, $2 a blade compared to the $4 or more that you pay at CVS or Rite Aid, and they have we have 73 blades. Guess what? How about just a simple one that works?
You gotta like get them to unlock the case.
Oh, that's the worst.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's like we're going to steal
We're
the
stealing the
razors.
razors.
That's my favorite is when I have to get a printer
God.
cartridge and I have to go get someone when there's one employee there. I'm like, could you please get me a black 74 because I need a new printer cartridge. I'm out.
Right.
Anyways,
Well, that works.
Harry's is so confident in the quality of their braids they want you to try the most popular trial set for free. Real simple. Comes with a razor handle of your choice, 5-blade cartridge, and shaving gel. It's free when you sign up. Just pay a small fee for shipping, which is a couple bucks tops. Real simple, guys. Go to harrys.com/afterbuzz. harrys.com/afterbuzz. Get your free kit and let us know what you think. Chat roll. Go get your razors. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Cesaro uses them.
Maybe.
So Cesaro
good.
and Sheamus.
We confirmed that.
That's right.
That-
Confirmed.
That's a fact now.
Right here. So they say they're not going to let Mick Foley down, all right? They're going to win the tag team. Oh, my God, they're attacked by Gallows and Anderson, and then a ladder
With the ladder.
into the
Always loving ladders.
crates. The proverbial crates goes Cesaro.
Great job.
Yeah.
I love this Gallows and Anderson.
Right?
Well, I always love it when wrestlers like pop out of the blind spot.
Sure.
They just jump out of people's hammer space, and I'm like, yes.
They sure did.
They remind me a lot of a young Tex Ferguson and Chad Too Bad.
Yeah, they're not there yet.
Not there yet. They're not there yet.
They are not there
They'll get
yet.
there.
But they were pretty good about it, though. Next up, Neville defeats Jack Gallagher. A lot of great moments in this match, though. Of course, we had the umbrella. What do they call it? Is it the
William
umbrella?
the Third.
It's called William the Third.
I think it's Sir William
Oh, the name
III.
of the umbrella.
The
sure.
umbrella.
I love
yeah.
that so much.
But like just
Isn't
the umbrella.
that great?
I really enjoy
This umbrella
that.
has a name.
The umbrella taking flight.
The Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really dug it. But really fun match. Of course, Neville ends up just like Austin Aries, also a submission, makes Gallagher tap. But then we cut to the Austin Aries News Network. Brand new segment. Never seen it before.
Right.
With the New Day. And he asked the New Day, who's going to win the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania? To which New Day replies, I think it's about who has the better hips.
Which really, I mean, all title matches are.
It really is.
Yeah.
The hips don't lie, and the hips win titles. So the question is, who's going to be...
you were going to make a Shakira joke.
what are you going to do?
I knew.
So who's going to be the WWE Cruiserweight Champion after WrestleMania? And Aries, I think, proved with the hips that he will be. The most uplifting news segment of the year.
Yes.
God, it reminded me. It brought back memories of the Randy News Network. Do you remember that? The RNN. When Randy Orton was doing like
When he was injured.
constant updates on his shoulder injury.
In the middle of matches.
Right.
It would just cut to it.
That's
That was-
fun.
that was
Well,
pretty solid.
Well, definitely out of the two of them, Austin and Neville, Aries would be the one with the hips.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if gyrating
Neville would
is
be well-meaning.
sure. I don't know if gyrating's his forte.
It'd be more erratic. One of the things that I did like with Gallagher versus
Neville.
Thank you. I was about to say Austin, but like, no, wait,
No,
that
you
didn't
got
happen. No. Yeah, he kind of did this like Spider-Man move where it was Neville was going after him, and then he did like with his hands and just kind of Spider-Maned out of there. I was just like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's like, look at this.
He's an escapologist.
Ooh. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah. World of Sport style is all about escapology and getting out of tricky situations, like a Spider-Man would.
A Spider-Man.
like a Spiderman.
Like a Spider-Man.
Indeed.
Yeah. That and some Williams III action.
There you go.
Well, I can tell you this. Philadelphia loves them some Austin Aries. Obviously, Ring of Honor, huge city. When it comes to Philadelphia's, they know him. Let's put it that way. They love him. They know him. And tonight was just a great night for the Cruiserweights leading up to the title match. You know who else Philadelphia loves and adores?
Who's that?
Roman Reigns. He hits the ramp to a chorus of reactions.
Yes, thunderous reaction.
So he hits the ring, and they just love being reminded that he won the Royal Rumble 2 years ago, back in 2015.
Yep.
And then he went on to main event 2 WrestleManias, and he's going to put the dead man down. This is my time now. This is my house now. I mean, this is the most vocal Roman Reigns has been in quite some time, and it's about time.
Right.
Yeah,
He showed some emotion.
He was more fired up than we've seen him in a while.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't quite. I see him cutting his palm and putting a bloody handprint on his face just yet.
No.
But maybe we'll get there. And I'm just hoping for it.
Eventually.
Eventually something
A long
like
enough
that.
timeline, we'll get there.
A long enough timeline. An alternate timeline. Uncanny Roman Reigns.
Darkest timeline. Earth one.
The amazing
Reigns.
Roman Reigns will.
The
incredible Roman
pre-crisis Roman Reigns.
The living weapon Roman Reigns will. The immortal Roman Reigns. There's so many.
That's the thing is, man, this is another one of those matches I have no clue, because if Undertaker does win, you could argue, oh no, that's a huge detriment to Roman Reigns. Or you could say, what's the big deal? Everyone else has lost to him too. He's fine. Or you could say, oh man, if Roman Reigns wins,
No.
Well, and that's I was talking to Dale Rutledge about it earlier today.
Yeah.
And we were kind of pondering. We were kind of ping-ponging our musings back and forth. And I think the only way that Roman Reigns comes out on top, if they are willing to go full on like supervillain with Roman.
Right.
Like that's the only way.
That's the only way. And here's the thing: if they ever think that, at this point, if they're hoping that Roman Reigns is going to be, the ultimate hero, good guy, Hulk Hogan, even John Cena style, the audiences are not going to let that happen at this point.
Right. At least not until they get it out of their system and are allowed to start loving him organically.
Right.
We want the supervillain. We
Someone-
want the heel. Let us have the heel, and then you can go superhero. I mean, that happens.
I can't remember where I was reading it, but I think I read somewhere that they said that Roman Reigns is what would happen if Rocky Maivia just stayed Rocky Maivia forever.
It's true.
And like never became The Rock.
He did. How long was he Rocky Maivia? It wasn't long.
It wasn't long. It might have been 6 months, 8 months,
Right.
maybe.
Whereas
something
Reigns
like that.
now, we're a good 2.5 years. At
Right,
least.
right. And so if you let people embrace that and you let them get that kind of venom out of their system, then they'll start coming around. Then they'll start loving him organically.
Yep.
Then you can go back.
It's gonna be very interesting. I'll tell you what. If Reigns does some dastardly tactics and he wins the match on Sunday,
That place is gonna
Yeah.
go ballistic.
Yeah.
I would be okay with him winning over Undertaker if him fighting Undertaker brings out like this horrid, like fantastical beast out of him.
Right.
Like if that happened, where Undertaker kind of knocked the good out of him, where he's like, I've got to win. You know, all of this is coming off.
Sure.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
But as he is right now, I don't want him winning over Undertaker.
Right, because you haven't seen enough of a change in him, and you're not confident that anything's going to come out of it.
Right.
And why should you be? Because that's kind of how he's been.
And you got to think about the possibility that like, what if this is the Undertaker's last WrestleMania?
I mean, there hasn't been any indication of that. Then again, you don't know what's going to happen over the next 12 months.
Yeah, and there doesn't necessarily have to be. Maybe that's by design. Maybe they don't want to make a big thing out of it.
He might not want to.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Undertaker, for all intents and purposes, is he's the guy that chose Lesnar to win. I mean, all the decisions go through him when it comes to him in WrestleMania.
Sure.
And
Right.
he cares about the business, number one, more than he cares about himself. And
Right.
so it's really whatever his decision is.
I like the promos and stuff that they had with him, with where Roman Reigns tombstone.
Sure,
Oh,
absolutely.
wow.
I
Like,
love
I really enjoyed that.
Part of what, like, the best part of Undertaker Mania matches is the build up and all the vignettes that we
Yeah.
get to see in these
Yeah.
insane video packages that they get to make.
He says, I'm going to add another soul to my collection. The Roman Empire will fall, and the ultimate thrill ride will be your last ride.
I did.
I love this voice.
Live each day as it is your last, because it soon will be, and you will rest in peace.
I will say I
Fantastic.
did kind of hate hearing the words "ultimate thrill ride" come out of the Undertaker's mouth.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling that, but
They have copyrighted that
coaster.
phrase.
I get it.
I don't, but
You
yeah,
know.
I think they copyrighted that phrase at this point.
You gotta get that corporate branding in there. There we go. You got it, Mark.
Oh, that's the song they're performing, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So
But
it's-
seeing the video package, it was just like maybe he will come out with a coffin this year. I always hold out hope
Could be.
each year.
well, he shows up in the ring
Maybe.
tonight, and he tells Roman he's going to rest in peace.
Yep.
So there you go.
Be nice. Bring that back for us.
Right? I want to see like the old school, like straight up wooden coffin.
Yes.
Like when he faced like Kamala.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Old school.
Absolutely.
Going back to
Yeah,
the
have it waiting
1800s.
for him, propped up against a barricade.
Yep.
Going
We've
back
seen
to-
we've seen too many caskets. I want him to go back to coffins. Love it.
All right, so moving on, Enzo and Cass, they make a lot of Philadelphia references. And hey, as a Pennsylvanian,
We talk about practice.
as someone who went to college in Philadelphia, as someone who was at the forefront of the Sixers' run to the championship, losing the Lakers in 2001, I was there. Yeah, I appreciate the practice reference. I appreciate
about
the Always Sunny
practice.
reference. Yeah. So this was Enzo and Cass were on point here.
Yeah.
I dug
Yeah.
it.
It was
It
good.
was.
This was I dug this. I think like this was one of my favorites in a long time from them.
Yeah, actually, I agree. I agree. So
Yeah, in a chat room that was talking about my shirt earlier. Yeah, I'm a certified G tonight.
There you go. There you go.
What?
get it.
Call it.
Gallows and Anderson hit the ramp, but before they even get to the ring, oh no, it's another ladder! Sheamus and Cesaro! Oh, they hit him with the ladder. So good.
Ladders.
A
Let there be
kerfuffle.
ladders.
A Donnybrook, a skirmish, a mollywop breaks out.
A pop-up beat down.
And,
I like that.
but the club gets control. They take the ladder and they clean house with said ladder. So they are looking real strong, real tall. Chad Too Bad, Tex Ferguson, all day going into Sunday.
So good.
Yeah, I like that they're strengthening them back up. Remember that time when they were kind of
Oh yeah.
they're kind of taking them down, bring them back up.
Do we think? I feel like I already know the answer to this. Do we think it's too late for them to make the tag team match a ladder match?
I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Do you think?
I'm always a yes for ladders.
With only 6 days left?
Oh, because there is no current ladder match, and they
Right, and they are really, all of a sudden, there are all of these ladders everywhere. They're being used as weapons. Super weird.
Yeah.
Either give the women ladders or give them ladders.
I'm telling you, if you're gonna make a ladder match, unless there's a fear of injury with the SmackDown women, make the SmackDown women's title match a ladder match.
Oh my God, that'd
But
be so
the
good.
reason why that might happen is I still think we're gonna get a surprise in that match because they keep saying any woman that's available can show up. So that tells me that maybe we're gonna get Asuka, maybe we'll get another surprise, maybe it'll be someone we don't even know. Huh?
What if it's Paige?
Not so sure about
The
that.
voice break.
Oh, Mark.
Not
It's
so sure
okay.
about that.
You can play some Strowman music later and make you feel better.
What if it's Braun
Thanks, Markeia.
Strowman?
No.
He's taller than the ladder.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see that and have it make history. But then again, that's the kind of thing they would probably promote for weeks instead of days
What?
for WrestleMania. A women's ladder.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, if they were actually going to do it.
Oh,
like
they
with
would.
a cage
Oh,
match,
a
yeah.
women's ladder match. They would be. Yeah.
They'd be all
That would be
over
months of-
that.
And I also think
First
the
ever.
I'd have the T-shirt by now.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
right. And I also think the first ever women's ladder match will be a one-on-one because they'll want to make it almost like Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, like that kind of history. So I think that's coming. I think we'll see it before the year is out. I don't know with who, but I do think we'll see it. So
I'm looking forward to it.
no doubt. So Kevin Owens, he says a lot of things about Chris Jericho. He said, I never should have been a Chris Jericho fan. He should have made fun of me for being a fan. I'm glad I ripped up the list, and tonight he's going to send Sami Zayn home for good. And at KO Mania 2, he's taking the U.S. title and turning the ultimate thrill ride into Jericho's ultimate demise.
Ultimate thrill ride.
TM.
Yes.
God damn it, Mark.
There we go.
We're getting there.
So yeah, Kevin Owens taking on Sami Zayn, no DQ match. Owens all over him at first, then Zayn off the ramp. Just a lot of good stuff in this match.
Oh yeah.
DDT off the steps. Good God.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
the senton. The Kevin Owens jumping off the steps. The senton.
That hurts.
Like every ounce of his body weight just on Sammy. Like none of him even touching the floor.
A solid 265.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they know how to take it.
Yeah.
They know how to take it and they know how to sell it.
I don't think there's any selling on that.
There's
one.
that was-
you didn't have to do
that
too
was
much
a
in this
hit.
match. Yeah.
No. Kevin Owens in control.
I missed the two of them in the ring. I
Well,
missed it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
happened quite a
Yeah.
bit over the
I
past
know.
few months.
Right.
I know,
right.
but this is the go home.
Yeah.
This is the go home before WrestleMania, and it's like I needed this.
These two brought it.
Yeah.
Sammy hits the Blue Thunder Bomb, but it's Samoa Joe once again. He has a chair, but guess what? Jericho from behind chair shots to Joe, and then a roll up for the win. Sami Zayn keeps his job. He's in the Battle Royal. Kevin Owens attacks. Jericho with chair shots for everybody. Sends Kevin Owens outside of the ring. And then Kevin Owens, guess what? You know what happens? You know what happens when you betray Chris Jericho?
Jesus Christ.
Are you guys ready?
Nope.
All three of you?
Nope.
All two of you?
We,
All three of
Okay.
you? You just made the list!
oh my God.
I didn't know why that had to have this.
Mark's my absolute favorite.
I don't know. I don't know what this is for. It's like
It's a pen.
I know.
Oh,
I
is
like
that
a
the pen?
detonator. Weird thing.
It is.
Okay, I was thinking like he was holding the list.
No,
I don't know what I had the pen in my
he
hand.
has
I
the
don't,
pen
the
and he's
pen.
clicking it.
so technically the
Make the
thumb
list.
the thumb was my pen,
Okay,
I guess.
I got it.
I don't know.
well, no, the pen is
we nailed it,
invisible.
though.
The
We
pen is
nailed it.
We
invisible.
did. I'm watching it on a live
nailed
playback
it.
Then
right
you
now,
click
and I
it.
think we nailed it.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
Done deal. Where was he hiding that? That just appeared out of
I
nowhere.
don't know.
He's got lists
That is true. That is true.
out of nowhere.
What do you think
It was
about-
like Maria Conchita Alonso at the end of The Running Man, where she has the microfilm that vindicates him.
Wow.
And he's like, where were you hiding that? She's like, it was none of your business.
What a pull.
I think that jacket specifically had a list pocket.
Right, exactly.
Very much
What
so.
are you thinking, J-Lo?
I'm going to get to it. I think after we run down Raw, we'll do a couple WrestleMania-themed topics.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I'll bring it up.
Sure.
So that was the main event match, but the final segment of Raw, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman hit the ring, and Paul Heyman wants you to know that my client, Brock Lesnar, wants that title. He needs that title. He lusts after that title. And by the way, Brock, thank you for the house. WrestleMania is sold out. Oh, Bill! This Sunday you're going to Suplex City.
Bill.
Hey, Bill. Where Goldbergs check in, but they don't check out. This Sunday you cannot survive an F5. And along the line, he also started to read the Catholic last rites in Latin. But then, oh, Bill, you're one of mine. So then he switched over to Hebrew.
So good.
That was
Amazing.
excellent.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Had no idea what he was doing.
God.
But it was amazing.
That man has fun on like a different level.
Yeah.
Love it.
I almost feel like when he writes whatever he's going to say, like I would think he'd have to be like giggling with excitement as he writes these things.
Oh, I don't think he writes it.
You think he's like
You think he's just like
Absolutely.
he's like Lil Wayne?
Holy
He don't write
crap.
his Jay-Z. He don't write his lyrics.
he's like
Man,
most deaf?
When you can cut a promo like that, you don't need to write anything down.
Well, fair enough. I mean, maybe bullet points.
Not even that. You don't have to put it in writing, I don't think.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Goldberg hits the ring and he says, "You know what? No one came here to see us talk." Spear to Lesnar outside of the ring. And Raw essentially goes off the air. Goldberg standing tall. And I think there's no question about it. This will be the final match of WrestleMania 33. We can assume. You don't think? You don't think?
I don't think so.
Who?
Who are you thinking then?
Maybe Roman Taker. Maybe who else?
Probably not the WWE Championship match. Probably not.
Probably not. Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton.
Oh no, I don't think
yeah.
so.
That's going to be a great match, but yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well,
I mean, you don't think Triple H, Seth Rollins? No, they're not going to end on an unsanctioned
No, they're
match,
not going to end it on.
Maybe.
No.
No.
I don't know.
I think there's no question it's Goldberg Lesnar closeout.
I don't think there's no question.
I think there's no question.
definitely question. I'm questioning it right now.
I know you are. In my opinion, there's no question. Chat roll. Is there a question?
Saying there's no question means everyone in this building would. Yes, it's definitely happening. I'm questioning it right now. There's definitely question.
But in my brain, there's no question.
Okay, so you're saying beyond any reasonable doubt.
What the hell?
Wait, what? What are you?
Trying to get y'all back on point.
Oh, so we don't get Cena anymore? We
This-
get Golden Truth?
I don't know.
I can picture the little bouncing.
This is gonna have the opposite effect.
I'm
Now
telling
I
you.
just want to talk about that.
I don't think any. I'm not saying it's going to be a long match. Lord knows that's not going to be a long match. But I'm telling you, I think that's going to close out the show. I don't know what else.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not
'Cause
unquestionable.
here's the thing: if Undertaker and Roman closes out, something crazy better happen. You know.
For that.
Like what?
And think about this:
Do you have faith that something crazy would happen for
if
that
it
match?
closes
though?
out the
If it closes
show,
out.
either if it's closing out the show, either everyone goes home happy with Undertaker, or Roman Reigns does some crazy turn that makes
And
everyone hate it.
that's
I
why
don't know if-
think
I
it
don't
can.
know.
I don't think it can end with that.
Yeah,
one.
I don't know if they would take a
don't think
chance
it
on
could.
ending Mania on that note.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's why I think what else would close out the show? I mean, we're not going to have Rollins and Triple H in an unsanctioned match close out the show. We're not going to have Orton and Wyatt. Probably.
That's my point. Probably there is
They're not
question.
going to close out WrestleMania with Orton and Wyatt. As much as I love that match, I just don't think it's going to happen because Raw's the flagship.
We'll see.
Well, what? Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about this because now we're done with Raw.
Yes.
What do you? I'll run down the matches.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
guys tell me what you think will lead off, and we're not talking pre-show, even though Neville and Aries should be kicking off
Sure.
the main show.
Sure.
Ridiculous. Why is it on the pre-show? It's going to be one of the best matches of the card.
I know.
And these two have been magic together. Anyways,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe they'll main event a pay-per-view. At some point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run down the card. You tell me what you think will lead off the show
Okay.
and close the show. This is what we have right now. The Battle Royal pre-show. Neville Aries pre-show. Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. Goldberg, Lesnar. Rollins, Triple H. Undertaker, Reigns. Shane and AJ. The women's Raw title match.
Okay.
Jericho, Owens. John Cena, Nikki Bella, Miz and Maurice. Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin. the women's SmackDown title match. And Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Amore Cass, Cesaro, Sheamus. So what match
Is that
do
all
you...
of them?
That's 13 matches right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So what do you see leading off the main card for WrestleMania?
Leading off the main card, I think it will be the Raw Tag Team title match.
Do you now?
Yeah.
I still think there's a chance that'll be pre-show. But then again, they didn't say it tonight, so you might be right.
I could see them doing the women's to lead.
Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would open the show with that. I think that's going to be much later in the card.
I will say this. They do have a bit of a habit of Enzo Amore and Big Cass being the first performers.
I think
on pay-per-view.
Enzo and Cass being the first entrance to open the show, that's what I envision happening.
The energy's
Call
crazy high.
response.
Although they've already done it. SummerSlam happened.
Sure.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And that's the thing. Yeah, nobody in Orlando is going to be thinking like, they did this at SummerSlam.
No, they will not be thinking.
Right.
They won't.
I'm
Actually, that is a really good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it to that. Enzo and Cass.
That's what I'm
the Tag
thinking.
team.
I'm leaning towards Jericho and Owens kicking it off.
Could be.
Yeah, I want to save that a little bit later though.
Yeah.
But you do kind of have to find that medium of like a match with relatively low stakes that can open the show, but still with enough meat to it to where it can get people invested right away.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame Rusev doesn't really have anything.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he
Well,
was
he's
really
injured.
good for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, yep.
That's right.
All right, so now on to the thing we just argued about.
Yes.
Which match do you see? How about Donica? What do you see opening the show?
Definitely the tag team title match.
Okay.
Especially if they add the ladder to it. That's a big way to get people out of their seats.
They do
pretty
love
quick.
opening with ladder matches.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
There you go.
And ending the show, it's probably Lesnar and Goldberg. But I do agree that there is no question about it.
I don't think they would chance ending the biggest show of the year on a question mark like Lesnar and Goldberg.
What's the question mark?
What's the
about
question
it?
mark though?
How did that match go the last time it happened at WrestleMania?
Oh, not great.
No. And there's no, the only time they've wrestled, it's been a matter of minutes. They can't do that again. They've shot their wad. They can't do that.
So you think it end on some kind of longevity?
I think it'll be longer than the other matches for sure.
Okay.
You could. It's gotten to a point of diminishing returns between the first match, the Royal Rumble elimination, the Spear tonight. If you have Goldberg go in there at WrestleMania of all shows and just spear jackhammer win, that place is going to lose their minds, and they would not end the show on that note.
Yeah, there's some interesting choices here in chat roll. We have a Dean and Baron Corbin opening. Anissa Barr. Hey, what's up, Anissa? Cena, Nikki, Miz, and Maurice, she thinks might be first. And I think that would be a really good option to start off.
Could be.
That would be fun spectacle.
And another way to close out the show, Shane and AJ. Don't think it's going to happen?
No, not
No.
necessarily.
Not enough story behind it, really, per
There's
se?
a stipulation, I think, maybe, but it's just them fighting.
Right. I think
Yeah.
that could be a solid semi-main, maybe.
But yeah, I think IC title is a pretty good chance as well. So, Markeia, what do you think it's going to close the show?
Well, I'm gonna. I almost don't want to answer this because then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm taking sides between the two of you. But I'm gonna continue to hold out hope that we're going to get the fantastic Reigns heel turn
So you're saying
that I need
Taker.
to happen. So I'm gonna say Undertaker Reigns, because if he doesn't do it now, then he's gonna be like Emelina to me. And it's like, all right, we're done.
What means you
We're
won't
done.
know what's
We're
going
done,
on?
baby.
That's
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
where it's like, you know what?
Washing my
Oh, you're
hands of
coming
you.
back. Oh, you're doing a heel thing now. I don't care.
Nope.
I
Too
don't
late.
care. It's been too long.
That ship done sailed.
It's been too long.
So
So
Ty-
they do that
Yes,
or
sir.
they don't.
Sir.
I think there's a very good chance of Triple H and Rollins ending the show.
Yeah.
I think either that or Taker and Roman. I think those are either of those two, but I'm leaning towards Triple H and Rollins.
They could say, there's no title on the line, though. When's the last time WrestleMania closed without a title on the line? Has it been? Maybe it hasn't been a while. I don't know. WrestleMania 30 was Daniel Bryan. 2 years ago was Rollins cashing in. Last year was Reigns and Triple H.
I think it's there's obviously a history of closing with the title match, but I think the fact that the title match is Lesnar and Goldberg, I think is the wild card.
And because Triple H and Rollins is unsanctioned, who says it has to have an official start in the ring? Really just start beating the crap out of each other in the back, and it peels out to throughout several matches.
It's
They just be fighting.
What if it's just like the Roddy Piper Goldust Hollywood
Oh,
Backlot
I
brawl?
was just gonna say that.
They-
I mean,
Record
They-
part of it
they could
beforehand.
They cut to the Bronco chase.
And they end
cut
up
to
at the
them on-
Performance Center.
they cut
Right.
to them on Hulk, a couple of rows behind each other.
I love that.
So yeah. So it'll be interesting.
Let's see. Oh, WrestleMania 28, Rock versus Cena. That was the last one that wasn't a title involved. So
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. So it's been about 5 years.
Yeah.
I will say this. I mean, last year, let's just hope WrestleMania doesn't go too long, because last year Triple H, Roman Reigns, by the time they got on, people were exhausted.
Well, and people were already not ready to like that match to begin with.
True that.
Let alone at the end of a 6-hour card.
Right. So
But I think this year, I don't know if it'll be quite as long as last year, but it might be comparable. It depends. It depends on what sort of celebrity shenanigans we see, what sort of cameos we might see.
yeah.
Anybody
Well,
hear about the guest announcer for
Al
the
Roker.
tag team?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right, Al Roker.
Okay.
fantastic.
What's
and here
going
I was
on in your
hoping-
neck of the woods?
I was hoping for Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney.
I don't know if they
be
would
great?
trust
What
Paul
would-
Mooney
They wouldn't.
with a live
What
mic.
would
They
Mooney
would.
do?
I know.
What match would he get involved in?
Oh God, anything. I'd want
What,
that
like-
man on anything.
SmackDown Women's Open Invitational? Like what?
It was Mooney.
Maybe the cruiserweight. Maybe the cruiserweight. Have him. Do like
I want that to
commentary
happen so
for Austin
bad.
Aries. That'd be
I want that to happen so bad now.
Oh
boy.
man.
Probably not gonna happen.
No, but
So with that said, are we all going to Orlando? You are for sure.
I am.
You are maybe on the fence.
I'm on the fence.
Got it.
We'll see. I'll either be hanging out with y'all or I'll be here doing the after show here.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will be back in time for next Monday's Raw, which
Oh.
will be lit, as they say.
I will
as
be.
as the Raw.
That is how they say.
Of course.
It'll be a Donnybrook.
Yep, as the Raw after WrestleMania always is. But we'll be in Orlando. I'll be at Takeover, Mania, all that good stuff. So if you're watching and you see us,
Yeah.
Come say
and if you're going to be in
what it do.
Orlando, I'm going to be actually working the CZW Best of the Best show. I'll be calling the matches. That's Saturday night, April 1st. It's the same time as NXT. We go up at WrestleCon, where the live events are there, at 8:30 p.m. and I'm like beyond happy and thrilled.
there you
and
go. So
excited.
Yeah.
if you're going to Takeover, come see me. If you're not, go to CZW, go see Johnny.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to take over, you could also see Hobo and myself.
You
Oh,
could.
there you go.
You could.
And there's probably going to be a fan event of some kind.
Yes. So,
So-
make sure to follow everybody on Twitter. We're working on getting a meetup at and around Access
Oh,
because
good.
we want to get you involved in something special for the network.
That'd be really cool.
Woo.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, there's a
So
lot
fun
going
events.
on. There's tons of events. I'm getting in town on Thursday. I'm also part of an improv show called Del Close Fist at some improv theater in Orlando Friday night at 11:30. Dalton Castle's involved, Bull James. I forget who else. Should be a lot of fun. So if you're anywhere there and you want to go out to a show at 11:30 p.m., hey, it's a party all weekend.
There you go.
Yeah.
But CZW,
Well,
I cannot
Orlando's
wait.
always a party.
Poppin'.
Yeah.
Let's get it poppin'.
The CZW card's going to be so great.
This is CZW.
The United Wrestling Network, baby. We got some stuff happening.
We're bringing it together.
We got titles changing hands between promotions. That happened at our tapings.
Yep. Yep.
So you better be
Nice.
downloading the Fight TV app and watching.
History made.
Yes, you better be watching Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Download the Fight TV app now, because you're going to be happy you did.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's all put ourselves over. So, Ty Matthews.
Let's do that. You can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. You can find me on the PlayStation Network. Come play some Overwatch with me. I'm playing a whole lot of Junkrat, but who knows? Maybe I'll be a Tracer. Who knows? Come out to
means.
champion. It's video game stuff. Come out to
It's like-
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
It's like Oregon Trail.
Our big show, Coastline Clash, one of our biggest shows of the year, is coming up April 23rd. Come out and see us. Portland, Amy. It's completely free.
That's right. Markeia.
You catch me on Twitter and Instagram at Markeia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. Also Snapchat, Darth Thinmans. So I'm on Marvel Movie News tomorrow at 2:30. Hopefully that Spider-Man trailer is going to drop, and we'll be talking about that then. And on Thursday, I'm part of a limited campaign with Saving Throw Show. Go to twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show. It's Star Wars RPG, Edge of the Empire, with some Age of the Republic thrown in. I am a Sakion. I'm Batman-esque. I'm very angsty because I'm 14 and a half years old. So enjoy the campaign.
You guys are both talking about things I don't understand. You're both just throwing out words, and I'm just trying to sink it all in my brain, and it's just not happening.
Well, you know what they say. Fun dad knows best.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Which
there
maybe
you go.
people will know about that very, very soon. Mark B. Donegan.
Yeah, maybe they will. We shut up, Johnny. that was an empty promo for something that may or may not be in the works. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm the internet's Mark Budonica. You can find me on Twitter at Mark Budonica. We've got a literal crew of people going to WrestleMania this weekend. Make sure to head to Access. We're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. So make sure to follow us on Twitter. We're still doing the WrestleMania after show here. It may just be a different crew than you're used to because most of the people will be in Orlando. So for all those updates, follow everybody at the Twitter accounts that they mentioned, and me and Mark Budonica. Also, Sean and Lillian are going. In what capacity? Make sure to follow them as well, because they're a part of the AfterBuzz family as well. Thanks, Johnny. How about you?
Oh, let's see. Just, all the wrestling stuff this weekend. Also, I'm back in LA at the Ice House in Pasadena all weekend, April 7th and 8th with my buddy Brad Williams. And I'm headlining the Brea Improv on Wednesday, April 26th, recording for my brand new comedy album. I've been in studio recording it. I am so proud of how this album is coming out. So please, reserve a couple of bucks for when I ask you to buy that album, because you're going to love it. I'm very proud of it, and you're going to be glad you bought it. So with that said, guys, happy WrestleMania week, guys!
Yeah.
We hope to see you in Orlando. If not, we'll see you on social media. We're going to be all over the place, so make sure you get involved, get active, and have a great WrestleMania to yourselves, to your families, to your dogs, to your cats, to everyone that you love. We'll see you next week, guys. See ya.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.